And now we're currently walking around the outside of Fort St Angelo. Yes, it's very hot indeed. It's just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm sweating at the front and the back. But just look at this. Look how high these walls are. Wow, they just go on forever. Imagine being faced with that. I'm just going to spin this around for you so you can see those beautiful yachts once again. Aren't they stunning? I'm just living in hope one day. And as you can see over there, we have the city of 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, and just behind me is 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Of course, where I keep saying that's where we are. But yes, you've got 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 over there, and 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷 we'll get to in just a moment. So you can walk halfway around on the outside like we're doing now, but I don't think you can get all the way around. So you've just got to watch your feet because it is a little bit unsteady. This place is amazing. I'm gutted. I just said, Sarah, I wish that we had come across earlier in our stay, like I said before, but it is what it is. Okay, so that you can see directly in front of me there is 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 and the 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 lift. Again, that's where that ferry takes you over to. Wow, let's have a quick jump up here. Oh yes, we can get out to the front down there. Look at this, it really is. You can see why it was used in the Game of Thrones. It really is like something out of a movie. Pretty impressive indeed. Wow, and there's a little tunnel cave thing. Can you see that? I'm going to just spin you down so you can get a look at that, guys. Wow, look at that. But unfortunately we can't get through to there. So we're going to head off down here and check out what's down here. It's a bit of a cross-country adventure, this one. Wow, and we've still got Fort Ricoscoli to get in today as well. That's another reason why we didn't go inside Fort Angelo, because I know you need a whole day to get around these things. We didn't realise you live, you learn, and then eventually you die. But that's another story. Okay, look at this. I love that little entrance. That's awesome. Built for me, built for small people. Let's go and check out what's down here. Oh, and it opens up into the harbour. Woo! Watch your feet, as they say. That's very cool. And people are here chilling out, sunbathing, topping up their tans. And just take a look behind me there. Awesome, awesome. We're going to walk around, and there you can see it's the entrance to the harbour over that way, and just round the corner from there you've got St Elmo's Fort as well. Sarah's going to be doing some crabbing in a minute. You wait and see. That'll be what happens. She'll disappear, and it looks like we've more or less got as far as we can go with our little adventure around this magnificent fort. That is one beautiful sound. I'm sure you agree with me. There is no better sound than the waves crashing against rocks. Oh, I've got to be careful. It's a bit slippery this way. Wow, look at the rock formation there. That's unbelievable. I'm going to go right to the end here so you guys can get a real good feel of this place. Ooh, little jump down, and once again, oh hey! Woo. Oh wow, okay, I'm just going to show you through there. A little sailing boat on its way out of the harbour there, heading off to sea into the Mediterranean.
The water's so clear.
The water, Sarah said, is so clear here. It's the Mediterranean. She's been fish spotting, lots of fish, absolutely everywhere. Right, we've got a lot to see, so I'm gonna say to Sarah, come on, let's move it, girl. Is it Morris? It says giddy up.
No, Malcolm.
Malcolm, there we go. I nearly said Morris Saltikoff because he's a great supporter of ours as well, so a big shout out to you, Morris. And yeah, as Malcolm says, giddy up to me, so I'm saying giddy up to Sarah. Let's get on with this adventure today and head over. And well, basically we don't know where we're going, but we've got to find our way to Fort Ricoscoli. which was another venue that the Game of Thrones was filmed, shot at, in. There we go, there we go. So make sure you stay with us. And if you haven't already, please give us a huge thumbs up if you're enjoying what you see. If you've got anything to say, please leave a comment down below, and also hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the notifications bell as well, so then you won't miss any of the future vlogs, so we can continue to take us around this wonderful world of ours that we live in, that God has created for us. And there's lots of fishermen around as well. I don't want to speak too loudly now because I don't want to scare away the fish, but look at this. What a perfect spot to come fishing. That's for all you fishermen there. Wow. I wonder if he's had any luck yet. We are still on the move. We're still continuing our journey. Now this bay that you can see behind me here was known as the English Creek, and that was where the English, which showed you on the boat trip, which will be in a different video, because we went in there yesterday, I do believe, and that was known as the English Creek because that is where all the English maritime ships went. And the bay that we've just come from, which leads in between 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 and Birgu, is known as the French Creek. So what we're going to do, we're going to somehow get over that side. You see that building up at the back there? See that building up at the back? That used to be a hospital many years ago. And I do believe that's in the Order of St. John. That's where the knights would have to go and serve in the hospitals as well. Each knight had to perform at least one duty of care for the people of Malta in the hospitals. And just behind me is the place that we really want to get to, which is Fort Ricoscoli. Off we go. Well, we're in the old part of Birgu now, which is very quaint. All those narrow streets were for military tactical reasons, and they're still like that today. But what we're trying to do now is get down onto the harbour, and there it is. Marvellous. Okay, so we know where we're going, sort of. We're on our way, but I think this is the best way to travel. Who needs a tour guide? What I say is that you walk around, you get lost, and then you eventually find your way to where you need to be. So we're making our way over now towards Fort Ricoscoli. We've just been assigned for Fort 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, which I think is the one at the end of this harbour. Another one of these very grand buildings behind me, as you can see up there. I think it's a church, I'm not sure. You'll have to check it out. My Latin isn't that good, must be said, but I'm pretty sure that is a church. Well, there are 365 churches in Malta, one for every day of the year, but they are Catholic, those ones. But of course they've got churches for all religions here as well. But apparently there is only one mosque here in Malta. So we are now down in the marina of kalkara. Isn't it beautiful? Very picturesque indeed. And just across the way there you can see Birgu, where we've just come from. We're heading over to Fort 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 and then Fort Ricoscoli. Well, I don't think we're that far away from Fort 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 and 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 Bay. But yeah, kalkara Bay. Lovely, quaint. Very quaint indeed. And of course the fishermen are out as well. Very nice. We're at the top of the hill, and you might have noticed earlier when we were down in Birgu, I did turn around and say there was a hospital up on that other side years and years ago that the knights, by the Order of St. John, would have to do a little bit of duty in as part of their services. And that is it behind me there. But unfortunately now it's closed to the public because it's been turned into a private villa. So we continue our journey. Where's Sarah? She's found a seat. She's sitting down. So yeah, we're still in kalkara. So this is at the very end, the top end of kalkara. We've been walking now for about an hour and a half. And just behind me, you can see Fort Ricoscoli. But we're just trying to work out how we actually get to it, because as per normal we just go off the beaten track. Like I said, been walking for about an hour and a half now, not really knowing where we're going, and trying to find the destination. Let's go and see if we can finally get there. But that is it, up there. That's where we need to get to, and it's whether we can or not is the question. So we're continuing our journey trying to find Fort Ricoscoli. We think that we're almost there, but as you can see, we've really come off the beaten track. But this is what Travel Tour Taste is all about, and this is what happens when you come off when you go onto the beaten track, off the beaten track. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Away from the mainstream roads, you find little gems like this. Look at that. Another little chapel, church. Outside seating. Can you see that seating down there? How amazing is that? Simply beautiful. Wow. And Malta is full of these types of places. There's far too much to see. We've been here nearly 3 weeks and there's still tons we haven't been able to do, or tons we haven't been able to see. Obviously you do need a fair bit of money to come with you, but there you go. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? I just put my mask on because a police car went past. Okay, now just down there, you see this sign here? Malta Film Studios and Malta Film Commission. So I guess that we're sort of in the right area. And there's electronic gates and security guards. So I'm guessing that that is where a lot of it went on as well. Okay guys, so we've just come up from where those film studios were, and we found a hole in the wall, so we're going to be a little bit naughty and shoot off down here and see what's down here. But I think it's all part of the film studios. Whoa, but look at it, that looks pretty amazing. And you can see that they would set up film sets here as well. Can you see in there? I'm going to go down. I hope we don't get caught and get into trouble. We've not done stuff like this on Travel Tour Taste before. Not where we're probably going to places that we shouldn't be. But that's what it's all about. We didn't realise, we didn't know. But I do think that this has probably got something to do with the film studios. Malta Film Studios. And yeah, I reckon, hope there's nobody around, they're reconstructing something in there as well that you can see. I'm going to be a bit quiet just in case there's anybody around. Wow. Oh, look at that. Well, there's some people down there. Come here, sir. Come here, sir. There's some people down that way. Wow, isn't that amazing? I think that we can be in this bit because there's steps there and that leads up to the road. So I can relax a little bit. But just look at this. I think this is part of Fort Ricoscoli. Yep, Sarah's saying yes. So guys, I think we found it. I think we found it. Travel Tour Taste.